Okay. So now, tomorrow I have an interview schedule. I try to schedule it as early as possible so that I can make my way to this county office class in the afternoon. I was supposed to be getting certain things done, couldn't get them done because I was asleep. I was tired. My father had me up there to do that men thing. He was trying to prove a point to me. And actually, he did prove it. That's not the problem. Because I tell him all the time, I say, I understand what you're saying. He really wants me to just work for him. And I said, I told you what I told him. I said, you don't pay. And y'all sitting there talking about, nobody talks to God that way. Actually, I do. In fact, he prefers that I talk to him in truth and not sit there and give a joking. Because see, y'all sit there and y'all tell God, if you just give me this, I'm going to do this. And then, of course, he gives it to you and then you don't do it. And then you lose your shit. And then you sit there and say, well, okay, my bad, I fucked up. But if you just give me another chance. Now, I'm going to explain something to you that you may or may not believe. And I really don't give a fuck if you do or don't. Because the thing is, you are a collective consciousness full of beliefs. Seriously. Mankind, and it's me, is not individualized like you think. You are a collective consciousness. You might as well sit there and say, why can't we get along? You can't get along because you are a collective consciousness. You exist under the umbrella of the scope of your own mindset until you change it. So, as you sitting there and you dealing with the little goblins in your head like Colette Baron Bree likes to talk about, you still have to deal with the goblins that exist outside of yourself that Colette Baron Reed doesn't really talk about, but she does. But at the same time, what she does, she don't care. That's why you put up that pithy meme when you sit there and say, what you think about me is none of my business. And that's what you do. It's dismissive, it's telling, and at the same time, when you want to come back and say to somebody, well, now this is what I want to say to you, and they say, we don't want to listen to you because you don't listen to us, then you have a real problem on your hands. Because that's how stupid you sound. Now, you sitting there saying that spirit has your back. Spirit don't have your back. Spirit guides you. But at the same time, you have to understand what spirits are guiding you. And there are all kinds of spirits out there. I told you, on the other side, there are all kinds of spirits over there. I know who they are. I met them. I don't deal with the people. I deal with the ones that I deal with. But I don't deal with everybody. Just like the angels. I don't deal with all the angels. Really. Y'all talk. If somebody comes up to me, I'm angel so and so, and I'm here, blah, 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 blah. Ew. I'm so enlightened. Please impart to me your wisdom. Or I am Abraham. I am this collective consciousness. Do you catch my drift? Just because you have an aptitude to take into your psyche some shit you should not be listening to, that's like going to school. Study and show yourself approved. Why do you go to college? Why do you go to any school for that matter? Now, initially, you go to a school that your parents send you to when they move you to a neighborhood, be it public school, which may have a poor education system. Don't mean that the teachers are not qualified, because some of them are better equipped to teach than these private schools. But you're going to have a problem, because you can go to a private school and still need your mama and daddy to buy your way into a university, because you didn't learn shit, because you were too busy partying and they just gave you a take any paths because basically your parents spent money to give you a title after your name that you graduate. Who we see? That's nasty. I told you I'm choking on these words. I ain't gonna choke on them too long. I'll tell you. You said, no. I don't give a fuck about Felicity Hussman's daughter or Lori Lockman's daughter. You know, I was gonna talk about who she said she wanted to party and all that kind of shit. Care about that? There's a lot of people. When I went to UCLA, they didn't need to be there. There are people that wanted to be there and couldn't be there, so couldn't afford to pay the tuition. I told you, UCLA tried to stop me from graduating because they wanted me to go another term. So they said I couldn't have excess credits because my GPA was not what it's supposed to be because of that dick who said I didn't know how. Basically, who said what in the Shakespearean play. That's what he was trying to use to hold me back. Not the fact that my shit was on point as far as what Shakespeare meant in the penny, which should have been the most important thing. He said, who said what when? Motherfucker, is that how you secure your job? I didn't think much of that man then, and I still don't think much of that man now. Does that mean I don't like Shakespeare? No, I like Shakespeare. I would have gone to see all kind of Shakespeare plays. And I'll stay awake and listen to that shit. I went, see, we saw Braga when he was married to Joy Thompson. They were always doing Shakespeare shit. And we went and stuff. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the shit. And the people I went with, they agreed to go with me. But when we was up there in San Francisco, and I'm sitting there, I looked at the whole movie. I was like, shit, man, I looked over, them motherfuckers went to sleep. They said, this shit is boring. Because it was in the language. It was a story. It was what he was saying. Because see, my mind, I told you, my mind is always going. I'm always processing. You know, why would he say that? Why did he feel that way? What's that all about? I mean, I'm asking these questions. And see, I ask these questions not just of characters on stage or on the screen. I ask these questions of you when you sit there and start telling me some shit. Seriously. I mean, you can tell me anything you want under the sun. I'll tell you, if you tell me the wrong thing, I mean, I'll sit there and say, I did a reading for somebody. I ain't gonna tell you who it is. She ain't on my friends list anymore. But I'm still not gonna betray that trust. But the thing is, she asked the question, and I said, that's not the question. She said she wanted me to do a reading for her. Well, that was like when I was in my early stages of development. She wanted me to do a reading. I said, that ain't the question. But she said, no, I want to know. I said, that's not the question. Shuffle the card. The question. When she finally said what the question was, I said, now, that's the question. That's what we get addressed. When I got through with her, she wore out. We went. She said, I'm buying you lunch because I would not charge her for the service. She said, okay, let's go get something to eat. We got something to eat, and then that restaurant thing said, okay. She said, oh. She said, I need to sleep. I said, yeah, because the last shift. Well, the thing is, even before I even met with her, I did my nature walk and walked up into the park, and this blue jay was there. He was funny. And I would always take like nuts. Like I think that they had some almonds and stuff. And the blue jay flew out from under the bush and into the tree. And he acknowledged me, and I acknowledged him because he knew I would bring them food. Because I told him, I said, stop stealing the nuts that I give to these squirrels. If you want some nuts, I'll give you some nuts and stuff. And he understood that. And I mean, they used to actually stop stealing the squirrel nuts because they understood me. That shit was funny as hell. But that was just a relationship I had with him. So I threw him the nut, and he took it. He came out of the tree. He picked it up, and he went up into the tree. And he pecked at it. Normally what they do is they would take it back to where the nest was, him and his mate. But this time he did it because he was delivering a message. He picked at that nut, and he ate what he could, and the rest fell to the ground. And he said, and then I said, do you want, and then he said no, and he flew off. He was very clear in the message. He said, now, we already know you get ready to meet with this person who is going to ask you questions. You give her only what she can handle, and then you leave that shit alone. That's what that Blue Jay said. And sure enough, during that session, Sister Girl told me, she said, as we got deeper into the session, she said, Carlos, I can't take no more. Her head was hurting because I had music playing, I had it in a relaxed state, and I was just pouring out this information. Spirit was in the room. It was true. I say, I know I have a gift, but I'm not going to sell it. Because the thing is, what my father showed me, he said, now, are you going to steal from me too? No. Why would you have me do this shit if it's an insult to you? He's like, I need you to know the difference. See, it's one thing to sit there and say you got a gift. There's another thing to say that you know that you're selling it, and you start selling it. And then you want false accolades. That makes you false gods, goddesses, and more. That's what you do. I don't care. Yeah. Does that mean you're on my pathway to hell? I don't care. I ain't on the road with you. You ain't on the road with me. Seriously. You sit there and you'll quote some Bible scripture. You can quote it all out of context, and you'll quote it wrong. That's not my problem. It's your problem. It's your problems. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm supposed to go to this interview. They wanted me, I asked for it to be early. And then the lady called me, or she emailed me back. She said that the recruiter has another meeting that she has to go to off-site. Can we push it back an hour and a half? I said, I'll make it work. Which I will. And I sent it off to my facilitator at the county to let her know. I said, I tried to schedule early. They want a 30-minute block. But given where they're at, and then what I have to do to get back up here and traffic, I don't know if I'm going to be in class on time. That's all they want. Everybody wants documentation, especially airports. Documentation. I copy on the email thread, so she knows I ain't lying. She sees that I done copied her on everything. And at the same time, like I said, when I complete this interview, I'm going to get a business card from this lady. I'm actually asking for two. Because I want one for my records and one for theirs. Because see, that's what you do. I am not stupid. Now, why do I say that? First off, my father wants me to know. He says, I'm taking the blinders off, and the world is starting to see you. You're no longer the invisible man. You are visible in many ways. And you also actually are quite capable. Your friends who never lost faith in you, they know you ain't stupid. Because Maggie never called me stupid. My other friend never called me stupid. Now, y'all out there, y'all don't know what y'all think it is. But the thing is, you didn't put no stock in me. You didn't invest in me. And that's fine. I'm going to tell you why. You don't get to ask me anything. Each and every last one of you on my friends list don't get to ask me the shit just because you say you know me. Now later on, you gonna sit there and say that shit. Oh, I know him. Oh, you know OJ too. And I see some people say OJ is a straight up criminal, and other people sit there and say, well, you know, hey, he's an innocent man. Sandra Bland was an innocent woman, especially when she dead. But she talked shit. I saw her talk that shit on that screen. But that man, that white man was a screaming lunatic, and she acted like she was gonna sit there and challenge him. She did. You should just say that's not what happened. They arrested her, took her to jail, and later on, she was found dead. You don't know what happened to her. You don't know why she did. You just know that she is. Now, the only difference between Sandra Bland and any other nigga out there who done got shot up, even though the young man at Costco, they said he was special needs and that was excessive force, no, people don't care. You big game. You don't understand that. Seriously, highly intelligent, but stupid just the same. I told that woman here about the toilet paper situation. She was going to talk about how many people she had at her house and how basically they don't go through that much toilet paper. I said, I'm not sitting here. I said, you preaching to the choir. I'm not sitting here saying, I'm telling you, I know what they're doing. She said, they're still in it. I said, yeah, I tried to tell you that. The little Russian people in here that you got here, you got 4 in there, in that room, they still in that shit. Now, I know there were 3 rows in that bathroom when I went in. And the next time I went in there, it was 2. The one that was on the roll, and the one that was on the toilet, but it was another one that went missing. Because they want to blame that shit on somebody else's house because they already know that people looking at them. Now, I told you what Brother Man said before he left here this morning. He said all these women's periods and it's like synced up. I asked him, is that truth or not? Do you need extra toilet paper when your period syncs? I thought that's what Sam about girlfriend. And then the thing is, she wasn't just talking about this way. Because I'm sitting out there and she's talking to girlfriend. And she said, collect me some money. And she called her boss and stuff. And she said, well, you know, she was talking about what people were doing. They were breaking things at other places. I mean, it's like, it was crazy shit that she was talking about. I said, I'm not supposed to be listening to this shit. But I was listening to it because the thing is, they sitting there talking. Now, does she say everything straightforward? No. She was trying to censor herself, but I knew exactly what you're talking about. Talking about other properties that they have and basically what people were doing at those properties and the messes they were making. and things of that nature. And this shit was really fucked up. And I'm like, well, damn. Is that what we have been reduced to? Well, mankind has never been the brightest bulb, despite his belief that he takes after God. Because the thing is, the easiest thing to tell somebody who basically is not lucid is the fact that he burns bright. Because all you do is own that once, and then he said, oh no, I'm smart. What makes you think you're smart? So-and-so told me. What makes you think they were intelligent enough to know that you were smart? I'm not going to play games with you. My job is to do one thing and one thing only. Educate you. Now, my father either is going to help me get this job, or he's going to stop me from getting this job. But at the same time, he also knows that I need to be able to pay my bills. He's already pissed. I can feel it. I feel his energy. I was like, you mad at me because what, I'm trying to do something? He said, that ain't why I'm mad. I said, but the thing is, I know you're angry. He said, no, but I'm not angry at you. See, the devil was the force by hand. Now, you said, there is no devil. Oh, you're the devil. Because as far as you're concerned, you don't see anything I say as having value. And you, as far as you're concerned, think that your ass is going to be taken care of. That you have actually got a good relationship with this Christ. And I am his Christ. You don't know why I'm his Christ. You don't know why I'm black. You don't know why I'm a man, and you don't know why I'm gay. Everything that you say you cannot stomach, he gonna make you swallow before it's over with. I told you, I'm your worst nightmare. Because as far as you're concerned, if you're gonna call yourself crossing over to the heavenly kingdom, and a lot of you can't, because as far as we're concerned, we don't like you. That's the least we can do for the people who did cross and showed you some love, and you sent them home to us in a body bag. And you sit there and say, you did God's work. Oh, the God's work that you did is here on this planet. We call him Lucifer. And we have no problem leaving you here with him to burn. And that goes for all you witches and psychics and mystics and more. Because as far as you're concerned, you said, we helped you usher in a new age. Yeah, and you got compensated for it too. You established your price. I told you a long time ago that you never tell spirit what your price is. My father told me I bet your price. I said, I didn't give you a price. Exactly. You never sell your soul to anything or anybody. I told my father I already belonged to him. So all he did was survey that to his satisfaction. And once he saw that I was not wavering, he said, well now why should I waver with you? I told you, you're full of shit. Now, I don't have much time to actually expound on much more than that. Do I need no Bible scripture? Do I no cards? No. You just think about it Because it's like I said, if you're not sharing my word, no matter if I quote scripture or if I pull a card, and you know that some of you love people who pull cards, and at the same time you love people who quote scripture, but at the same time you don't love the fact that I combine the two. We already know who you are. You're heretics. And you ready to just basically burn. I have seen my family in the fire pit. Well, it wasn't a fire pit, it was a fireplace. There was no kindling in there. But they were there. And the thing is, all it took was somebody to pour accelerant on there and set them on fire. And then they want to talk to me outside of that, and I didn't want to do it. Is that my gift? To be able to see shit like that? Is that a blessing? Or is it a curse? I tell you what. We're going to give you a moment to think that over. And I suggest you start sending up them prayers, because like I told you, they won't let me go live on YouTube, much less Facebook, for you to do a Q&A. So you have to do it the way that I told you. Send up your prayers, and then my Father, if he's inclined, to respond to you. Don't filter through all that shit. And then he'll sit there and say, son, you talk about that. I said, okay, Dad, but you know, right now, and so you really don't want that to happen. Right now, I have to do this other project for the devil to get some money. Because, see, that devil is asking for that information. They don't pay. So, maybe it's best they suffer, and I don't care. Bye.